In the heart of Lagos, where ambition breathes louder than traffic horns, there stood a restaurant empire built from sweat, sacrifice, and vision. For years, Chief Adebayo's restaurants were symbols of excellence. People traveled from Abuja, Port Harcourt, even Accra, just to taste his food. But something changed. The 5-star ratings turned to 1-star complaints. Smiles became scowls. Praise became protest. Customers whispered about humiliation, about being mistreated, about food that tasted wrong. Chief Adebayo stared at the reports in disbelief. His empire was rotting from the inside, and he needed the truth, not as an owner, but as a stranger. He could have fired everyone. He could have shut it all down. But leadership demands courage. So he shaved his beard, removed the gold wristwatch, replaced silk with worn cotton. Chief Adebayo became Colonel, an unemployed man seeking work. No security escort, no luxury car, just sandals and silence. If betrayal lived inside his walls, he would meet it face to face. The manager did not recognize him. Why would she? Power wears a different face. He was hired instantly, not because they needed him, but because they thought he was easy to control. He watched, he listened, and what he saw disturbed him. Customers were ignored, orders delayed intentionally, staff rolled their eyes at simple requests. The excellence he built had turned into arrogance. Weeks passed, and masks began to fall. He saw workers insult customers under their breath. He saw deliberate mistakes made just to mock people they disliked. He saw plates handled without care. And one night, he saw something worse. A customer who complained about undercooked food was surrounded, not attacked violently, but intimidated, threatened, silenced, and the manager did nothing. The restaurant was no longer serving meals. It was serving humiliation. Then came the discovery that shattered him. In a small back room near the kitchen, he found hidden records, cash payments not recorded, food supplies replaced with cheaper alternatives, staff pocketing money. His brand was being drained. His name was being mocked. And the worst part? They boasted that the owner was too rich, too distant, too blind to ever know. But he knew. He was standing among them, invisible. He needed proof, so he became the customer. One afternoon, he returned dressed as a wealthy businessman. Different glasses. He sat quietly, ordered food, different beard. What happened next confirmed everything. And waited. Cold food, delayed service, whispers, laughter, disrespectful gestures. He had seen enough. The following morning, all staff were called for a meeting. They stood casually. Some were dismissed. Some were handed over to authorities for financial misconduct. But some were given a second chance, because leadership is not revenge. It is restoration. He rebuilt the culture, installed cameras, created anonymous complaint channels, rewarded kindness, trained humility. The restaurant reopened, not just renovated, reformed. Months later, 5 stars returned. The ratings meant more, but this time, because excellence was no longer assumed, it was protected. A business does not collapse overnight. Chief Adebayo learned something powerful. Through neglect, it collapses quietly. Through trust without verification. To save an empire, you must be willing to walk through it unseen.